Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. We are following up today, and today is Saturday, the 6th of December, 2025, podcast episode number 890. And it had reported that Judge Stephen J. Hippler still had not, as of day 49 of issuing his October 16th, 2025 court order addressing whether documents from January, February, and March of 2025 in Idaho versus Koihberger would be unsealed to the public with redactions, or would remain sealed. There was no ruling yesterday, which was the 5th of December and a Friday. So this means that the first possible date that the court will file something advising the public which, if any, of the documents from January and February and March 2025, that brings us up to approximately day 53. This is unprecedented given the two prior orders, the first and the second respectively, that dealt with documents from June and July 2025 and documents from April and May 2025 were resolved in approximately 30 and 36 days, respectively. So at this point, with nothing released, and the fact that the court still has not released a document that was a public record, according to the case summary page, filed back on the 25th of November 2025, a mysterious state document seeking a ruling without a hearing, seems to suggest that this process has all but come to a halt. And there appears to be no explanation that is viable, at least in giving my opinion, commentary, as I do pursuant to the First Amendment, as to what exactly is going on behind the scenes in Idaho versus Koihberger. This was a case that proceeded for more than 2.5 years, with document after document after document sealed to the public, on top of a non-dissemination order that went into effect essentially on day 4 of the proceedings, back on January 3rd of 2023, at the request of both sides, state and defense. Mr. Koihberger pled guilty on July 2nd, 2025, at the change of plea hearing, which then immediately led to a cancellation of the jury trial that was scheduled to occur in August of 2025, where many members of the public expected that finally the evidence that the state of Idaho said it had, that would show Mr. Koihberger to be not just the correct defendant responsible for the crimes that occurred at 1122 King Road, but the only defendant, that there was no other accessory before the fact, accessory after the fact, co-conspirator, or alternative perpetrator. That evidence would have needed to be brought forward at the jury trial before Mr. Koihberger's peers for the state of Idaho to bear its burden beyond a reasonable doubt evidentiary standard in this capital case, that Mr. Koihberger was in fact the sole and the correct defendant. The fact now that it has been over 5 months since he pled guilty, with so many things still under seal from public disclosure, is quite perplexing, to say the least. We're going to continue to monitor the situation when court reopens on Monday, the 8th of December 2025, at which time, hopefully, that document that was filed by the state will be released, as will a court order designating which under seal documents from January through March of 2025 will be released to the public. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.